What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here. We have a little eBay news to discuss today, and it is small, but there's an interesting thing in here I think that will apply more to us as sports card people. Say what you will about the eBay platform, they do have a ton of issues, but they do get the most eyeballs. Yes, seller fees are a little high. Yes, unpaid items are a problem. Yes, plenty of stuff going on, but it is still the biggest and largest marketplace that there is. As much as I love my slabs, it is still the biggest marketplace out there with eBay. But the nice thing there is you have the card in hand, you can list on multiple places. So, no reason not to put it on both platforms. With that being said, eBay is slowly, and when I say slowly, I mean at a glacier's pace, working on trying to cut down on unpaid items. That to me is the lesser part of this. I am actually more interested in the other two things that we're going to talk about. The second thing to me being the most interesting. But what they are doing is expanding out the must pay immediately when offers are flying back and forth between buyers and sellers. So essentially, if a person sends you an offer and you accept, it will require immediate payment. If there is back and forths on offers, as in, and this is not how it works currently, the way I understand it, if they send you a counter offer and you accept, they will have already agreed to pay for that item. Boom, it will pay and come out of their funds, whatever it is that they selected for it. Same thing if you send them one. If they go to click accept, it is going to immediately require them to pay or automatically debit their payment on file. Not sure of the specifics yet. Like I said, part of that is in place now, but they are looking to expand that program. So that's, once again, glacier's pace here. The real problem is auctions, but I'll take what I could get for now. I have to imagine by now they have heard us loud and clear that the auction thing needs fixed. I know I have specifically talked to them directly about this, and they said that they hear us loud and clear and are working on it. So we will see what happens and what changes. But unfortunately, the problem with big companies like this is everything moves at a snail's pace. So there's that. That's kind of the first thing. So that's good. Whatever. Every little thing helps when it comes to unpaid buyers. And it is extremely frustrating when an offer is accepted and it's not immediately paid for. It's like, hey, we went back and forth on this. You clearly agree on this price. Why are we waiting 3 days to pay? What is going on here? So that is something nice to see. I will give them some credit there for that one. The other interesting thing, and to me, this is actually the most interesting thing on here, and that is this little section. I'll link to this in a comment or something down below. Introduce a new feature that will let buyers request a bundled offer on multiple items. These multiple item offers can be completed in one transaction, saving you time and making it easier for buyers to purchase more of your items. This, to me, in the collectible space, specifically cards in this instance, but I would use this for comic books as well. To me, this is a very nice feature. I asked my slabs to add something like this a while back when I was on a live stream with Ken and Dakota. And I would love to see this on their platform as well. But on eBay, this is I don't want to call it a game changer. It's not that big of a deal, but it is, to me, it's a sneaky thing that's a big deal. Especially if you are a seller and or a buyer. More so, I think this really helps sellers who are working a lot of lower end stuff. I mean, the jokes have already been made. I feel for people when Card Collector 2 logs on the eBay and starts working through all your value listings and is just sending multiple 75 different group offers on hey, if I get this and this and this, can I get this on this and that on that and this and this and this and this? But all jokes aside, I do think this is a really, really good feature. And I know personally, I would use this when buying. A lot of times, the first thing that I look at when I'm going back and forth with messages for someone, and it's an inelegant way of doing it, is, hey, I see you have X card I am interested in. And then maybe they have something else that I like as well. And I'll say, can we do some sort of deal if I also include this? And there's convoluted ways about going around and doing that. It would be nice if it could just be check mark 3 boxes, next to 3 different cards and send a bundled offer over on those. To me, that would be absolutely fantastic as a buyer. As a seller as well, to be able to, if I list a bunch of stuff on there, I usually don't run a lot of eBay listings all at one time. But if I did, to have the ability to do something like that where a buyer could put together a bundle, I am going to be much more likely to give a discount if you're buying 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items from me, because then that's one shipment I'm sending out. It's saving you on shipping. It's saving me on a bunch of individual packages and moving a decent chunk of inventory. It's a no-brainer for both sides. Hopefully this works extremely well and is a smooth system and is easy to do both on mobile and on desktop. But to me, this is I don't want to say the biggest change, but the coolest change of these little small things that they're rolling out. To me, this is a very under the radar. Like I said, I don't want to make too big of a deal about it, but this is just a very nice feature to have. And it's something that they should have probably had a long time ago, but I will take it where I can get it. Another quick little thing. I don't have access to this yet. Check your eBay app. I guess there is a new beta program for messages. They don't show any pictures of it on here or anything like that. But instead of the old school, 1995 AOL mail messages going back and forth, it basically looks like an IGDM, where you're actually in like a legit, texting conversation almost back and forth with the buyer or the seller. They're slowly rolling that out. If you look at your messages app and then click try new thing, try the beta for new messages, it gets you access to it. I've seen pictures of it. Some people I know have access to it. It has not been rolled out to me yet. I have not seen it yet, but I would definitely use it if it did. It seems way more elegant than the old school email approach. So those are the 2 updates there. With a mini update with the messaging thing. But once again, I think the coolest feature there is the bundling multiple things together. The other thing that they talk about, more flexibility and control over your money. They go through a bunch of different payout scheduled stuff. I don't really care about that. What I am interested in is this right here. Spendable funds. Now, they've hinted at eBay Wallet, so I don't know if this is just a new version of that, if this is a side thing to that, if this is replacing that, what the deal is. I'm sure we'll get more information. But essentially what it's going to allow you to do is if you are buying on eBay, and the way I understand it, once again, kind of speaking very loosely here, if you have money waiting to be paid out to you, so say I sold a $500 card and it's sitting in my payouts to come out on Tuesday or whatever it is, in the meantime, I could use that $500 to just make purchases on eBay. So instead of having that $500 pay out to me, I could go buy a card for $400 and then have the $100 pay out to me. So that's a nice little interesting change. Once again, not like a deal breaker or a game changer or anything crazy like that, but it is nice to have that option. It is frustrating sometimes when you make a couple decent sales and you kind of have that money hanging out there. Now they are changing ways. They do talk about it a little bit above this. And once again, I'll link to this stuff about having the ability to force a payout. You could just say, hey, pay me out. And then also changing other scheduling options. The way that I personally have it set up, and once again, I don't do like a million transactions on eBay. I have maybe 6 to 10 a month, just kind of depending on the month. I have it pay out to me once a week. I think it's every Tuesday or Wednesday. Any money that I have sitting in my eBay account from sales the previous week, it just pays out once a week like a paycheck. There is an option. I think you can have it pay out more frequently than that. I don't sell enough on there to justify that. I would rather just kind of like bundle it into one payout versus, like 3 separate $75 payouts or whatever it might be. I would rather just get the one lump sum once a week. And it is what it is. But that being said, if I had access to that money to then purchase things on eBay, I would be much more likely to use that money that way. That was kind of always the nice thing about PayPal in the past, is you kind of had like, as I like to call it, fake money. you had your fake money in your PayPal account that you earned from stuff that you bought and sold, and it never actually touched your real money, to pay the bills with. And it was a nice way to kind of separate church and state there of the fake stuff versus the real stuff when it comes to cash to fund card and comic and whatever else purchases. So, like I said, nothing crazy, just a couple minor updates. Obviously, we would all like to see better non-payment stuff on auctions. And my other big wish list thing is get rid of unpaid listings on the sold page. Get rid of those. They should not be there. Just get rid of them. Those are still two major things that need to be fixed, specifically the unpaid auctions thing. Hopefully they at least hear us and are moving in that direction. Once again, glacier pace here, but it is what it is at this point in time. It sounds like we have a lot of interesting other stuff coming from them over the next few months. We're going to get information on the vault, the eBay wallet, and, more stuff on this. So that's all I got for you guys and girls today. Like, comment, subscribe, catch you on the next one. Peace.